I'm going to tell you exactly how to get rid of anxiety and a few of the other mental health problems. And I kind of kept it a secret. Like. But this worked for me, and if I didn't do this, I would still be sitting in a chair with a little bit of drool coming down there and probably barely able to get up the stairs or out of bed or whatever. But this is quite simple. Like, you have to do something. It doesn't matter what it is, just try something to get better. Now, other people out there are listening to me and going, such and such a person is probably sitting in a chair moaning and groaning and the whole lot, and they're suffering from this, that and the other, and they won't do it and they can't understand it. Well, I understand it because I was in that position. To actually get off that chair and do that little thing, something, is next to impossible. It's a battle. And for some people, it's it takes a lot of courage because they have to open up and go through their life and bull crap and all the rest. But you have to do something, right? Now, the next bit, right, this is where it gets kind of odd. If you're doing something that doesn't work, and then you do it again, it doesn't work, and you do it again, it doesn't work, right? You're doing the same thing over and over again, and you're expecting different results, right? That's complete and utter madness. Like, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results is madness. Like, I was psychotic, and when I was doing that, I was worse than I was when I was psychotic, because I just had this blinkers on. I was told to do this, go and do this, go and do this, go and work, yeah. Well, a bit of drool come down here, and it didn't work. And then, lucky enough for me, I had a good doctor. And when I had to do something, he gave me a kick up the hole to get me to do it. And then he pushed me along. And then when I kept doing the same thing over and over again and he realised it wasn't working, he literally just turned around and said that phrase to me. The definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So I changed what I was doing. And I tried everything. You name it. I was I was a painter. I was, what was I doing? I was writing at one stage. I was an author. I tried everything. I was doing this therapy, that therapy, inside out therapy, meditation, mindfulness. You throw it in there, I was doing it. I was like a right little milkshaker of stuff going around trying to do. And eventually, after doing all those things, I found that one thing that worked for me. Now, that probably won't work for you because I'm a little bit different. Luckily enough for me, I had someone to keep pushing me. So if you're in a situation where you don't have someone to keep pushing you, just dig down deep and find one little spark of light to make you try something new. And if you're someone looking at your loved one or something and they're self-loathing and you just want them to get off and just try do something, give them that kick. Just sit them down and give them a talk and give them that bloody wake-up call. Because that's what some people need. That's what I needed. And I was so lucky to bloody get it. And I'm here preaching to people probably looking at this going, that lad doesn't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like. Luckily, I had the right team behind me to push me along. And when they started pushing me along and I started slowing down and not doing the right thing, they'd push me along further and my hands were waving and there was probably a bit of drool coming out here. And then I started to walk myself and then I started to jog and then I started to run. And at one stage I was bloody fucking crawling. But I got to where I am because at the very, very beginning, I done that one little thing, that one little secret. I done something to help myself. And the actual, what made me think of that was, I was talking to a lad today, talking on and off. My classmate was a friend, I'll be honest with you, because I talk to him that much when I meet him. But he actually said to me, he says, he can't understand why some people don't do something to change their life, because he done a simple little course, tiny little course, and it amounted to something great, and it actually completely changed his life. And these are free courses. And I was just driving home in the car and I was like, jeez, he's actually right. That lad is, he hit the ball out of the park there with that little statement. And I got me thinking, and that's why I done this video, because it just sparked a thought in my head. And I was like, yeah, sometimes people need a good kick up the arse to get them just to do something. So if you're out there and you've listened to this blah so long, do you know what? Just do bloody something.